is involved. Talking of the political structure, Dr. Nicodemus rather, there are those who argue that this is a CCM problem, not necessarily a Samia problem. They pointed Magufuli having his regime shot at Tundu Lissu, I believe, 16 times. He was hospitalized partly in Nairobi and in Belgium, that this is a CCM fundamental problem. Do you read it that way as a researcher?
Well, I've studied the political party CCM, and you're absolutely right, because the CCM is one of Africa's longest ruling parties. Of course, before then it used to be TANU, before it united with the ASP of Zanzibar in a form of an act of consolidating the union, which made the United Republic of Tanzania. So the CCM party is an entrenched political party with deep tentacles across the politics, military, civil service, name it. So it makes it very difficult to really break it down. And of course, the way it is structured really shows the hegemonic nature of the party. But again, you are right when you say it could be a CCM problem, because in as much as that Tanzania had been experiencing some form of democratic decline, Tanzania has oftentimes benefited from CCM democracy within internal democracy, in the sense that these processes seemed to have a positive implication on Tanzania's democracy. But in the recent past, we have seen a decline even in CCM internal democracy, which now yields what we come to see today.
And talking of that CCM democracy, I believe it is that led to a breakaway party of the ACT Wazalendo's Lugampina, who is also an opposition leader who was not on the ballot.
Yes, of course, Luagampina's case is a bit complex. He's one of the critical voices. He was one of the critical voices within CCM, and CCM's structure really does not give room for critical voices such as Luagampina. Either they are expelled from the party, or they end up either defecting. We saw that in 2015 with Edward Lowassa, who was, his name was cut from the nomination list, and of course eventually went to Chadema. But again, we see that any form of dissent within the party, which has actually now translated to the general complexities of the country, where now any form of dissent is met with serious repression and so on and so forth. So this is actually emblematic of the current things that really ail